The story begins with a young man named Park, who is turned into a zombie after a failed pharmaceutical experiment. Now being chased by the company responsible for the experiment, he escapes and arrives in a quiet village where no one knows anything about zombies. As he wanders through the area, a dog suddenly starts chasing him. Trying to escape, Park runs into the bathroom of a gas station and hides there. Hearing the loud barking, the elderly gas station owner Kim goes to investigate. As soon as Kim enters the bathroom, Park suddenly bites him on the head before quickly running away, leaving Kim seriously injured. Kim's friends immediately call an ambulance for help. At the same time, the fleeing zombie accidentally crashes into Kim's daughter, Lily. Seeing the strange man covered in blood and moving suspiciously, Lily assumes he is a dangerous criminal. Without hesitation, she kicks him and tries to stop him from escaping. A chaotic chase soon begins between the two. Meanwhile, Kim's younger son arrives in the village from the city for a holiday visit. When he notices his sister being chased by a bloody stranger, he becomes frightened and runs away in panic. During the confusion, Lily falls to the ground. Just as the zombie is about to reach her, a truck suddenly crashes into him and throws him several feet away. The truck is being driven by Jong, Kim's eldest son. After hitting the strange man, Jong panics and believes he has accidentally killed someone. Since nobody knows the man is actually a zombie, Jong worries that the police may arrest him. However, everyone is left shocked when the injured man suddenly stands up again and runs away as if nothing happened. The story then shifts to Kim's home, where it is revealed that Jong's wife is pregnant. Jong deeply cares for his wife, but he is also somewhat intimidated by her because she belongs to a powerful and dangerous family. Sometime later, Kim returns home from the hospital. When his family asks about the injury on his head, he avoids the topic and angrily climbs into his minivan. Meanwhile, Park continues searching for a place to hide. As night falls, he secretly sneaks into Kim's garage. At the same time, Kim sits alone, lost in thought. Since his younger days, he has dreamed of visiting Hawaii, but financial problems have always prevented him from achieving that dream. A little later, Lily hears strange noises coming from the garage. When she goes to investigate, she discovers the zombie standing inside. Hearing the commotion, Kim also enters the garage and instantly recognizes Park as the man who attacked him earlier. Filled with anger, Kim rushes toward him and begins beating him violently. Lily quickly calls the rest of the family for help. Soon, everyone gathers inside the garage. Seeing his father struggling, Yang steps forward and kicks the zombie with great force. The impact pushes him onto a sharp metal rod that pierces through his stomach. Believing the strange man is finally dead, the family briefly relaxes. But moments later, the zombie begins moving again. Terrified by the horrifying sight, everyone screams and runs in panic. After struggling for some time, they finally manage to restrain him and lock him inside the garage while trying to understand what he really is. At that moment, Min says that he may know the answer. He explains that he has seen creatures like this in movies before. Min then shows the family a zombie film where infected people bite others and turn them into zombies. After watching it, everyone becomes horrified and slowly backs away from Kim in fear. Suddenly, Jong's wife knocks Kim unconscious and together they place him inside the minivan. No one knows what they should do next. Min then explains that the only solution is to kill Kim before he turns into a zombie. Hearing this, Jong strongly refuses and becomes furious at the idea of killing his own father. Without thinking, he violently attacks Min and begins beating him. Meanwhile, Kim suddenly regains consciousness inside the minivan and slowly walks back into the house. He calmly sits down on a chair as if nothing happened. Seeing this, the entire family becomes shocked and terrified. Everyone fears that Kim could transform into a zombie at any moment and attack them. Because of this fear, they remain extremely cautious and prepare themselves in case something goes wrong. Just then, Kim slowly opens his mouth to sneeze. Before anyone can react properly, Yang's wife panics in fear. At that exact moment, Min rushes forward and hits Kim on the head again, knocking him unconscious for the second time. This makes Yang even angrier. He immediately attacks Min once again, beats him badly, and throws him out of the house. In the next scene, Lily approaches the zombie and gives him some food. The zombie peacefully eats it, proving that he is not as dangerous as everyone believes. It becomes clear that he is the first zombie created from a laboratory experiment. Unlike ordinary zombies, he behaves in a more innocent and harmless way. Because of this, Lily slowly begins to trust him, especially since he never tried to hurt her. She eventually gives him the name Park. After hearing his name, the zombie looks at her as if he understands what she is saying. At that moment, Jong's wife arrives and tells Lily to leave immediately. Before leaving, Lily does something unexpected. She removes all of the zombie's teeth so he cannot bite or harm anyone in the family. Meanwhile, Kim starts experiencing unusual physical changes. Instead of becoming weaker, he slowly begins to look younger and healthier. His appearance improves, and his physical strength starts returning. This surprises his friends, who ask him how such a thing is possible. Kim himself becomes shocked after seeing his reflection in the mirror. He slowly realizes that these strange improvements are happening because of the zombie bite. After learning this, Kim starts treating the zombie kindly and takes care of him like someone valuable. However, his sons become worried and start believing their father has lost his mind after being bitten. Soon, rumors about Kim becoming younger spread throughout the entire village. People begin visiting him and offering money in exchange for becoming young again. Seeing a chance to make money, Kim agrees to help them. However, when he takes everyone to the garage, he discovers that the zombie has disappeared. In reality, Min secretly kidnapped the zombie himself. His plan is to take him to the city, sell him for scientific experiments, and earn a large amount of money. While driving quickly toward the city, Min is suddenly stopped by the police. During their inspection, the officers discover the zombie tied up inside the vehicle. The police immediately assume that Min has kidnapped a young man and become suspicious of him. Min tries to escape from the police, but he is quickly caught and taken to the station for questioning. During the interrogation, he repeatedly claims that the boy is actually a zombie, but nobody believes him because the people there know nothing about zombies. A short time later, Kim and the rest of the family arrive at the police station. To avoid trouble, they lie to the officers and say that the strange boy is part of their family. Because of this, they successfully bring the zombie back home. Later, Lily returns and offers the zombie some cabbage to eat. However, the zombie refuses to eat anything. Confused, Lily takes a closer look and suddenly realizes that all of his teeth are missing. Shocked by this discovery, she immediately calls the rest of the family and demands to know who removed them. Everyone starts blaming each other and denies being responsible, even though it is obvious that Yong's wife did it. Soon, Kim arrives and discovers that the zombie no longer has teeth. He becomes extremely upset because he has already accepted a large amount of money from his friends in exchange for making them young again. Now his entire business plan seems ruined, but after thinking for a moment, Kim suddenly comes up with a new idea. He quickly creates a set of fake teeth and places them inside the zombie's mouth to make it appear as though he can still bite people normally. After this, Kim starts a strange new business. The family begins inviting elderly villagers and promising to help them become young again. To make the process look convincing, they cover the zombie's skin with ketchup and allow him to lightly bite the customers. Although the bites are painful, nobody refuses because their desire to become young again is stronger than their fear of pain. Night after night, the unusual business continues successfully, and Kim's family starts earning a huge amount of money. Soon, the effects become visible. The villagers who receive the bites slowly begin to look younger, just like Kim. Their strength and energy also increase dramatically. Seeing these changes, everyone becomes excited and happy. However, everything suddenly changes after a shocking truth is revealed. Kim has secretly escaped to Hawaii with all of the money. From the beginning, his real goal was to earn enough money and leave his old life behind. Now he has abandoned his family and disappeared. This revelation shocks and upsets everyone deeply. Taking advantage of the situation once again, Min decides to secretly take the zombie to the city and sell him for profit. However, Yong's wife discovers his plan and forcefully stops him before he can leave. In the next scene, Lily takes the zombie to a cabbage field, which appears to be his favorite place. The zombie happily starts eating cabbage and looks completely calm and peaceful. Smiling warmly, Lily asks him to say her name, but the zombie says nothing and continues eating quietly. To play with him, Lily grabs his cabbage and runs away. The zombie immediately chases after her, and the two spend time running, jumping, and playing together. Their behavior clearly shows that a strong bond is slowly developing between them. But suddenly, Yong arrives and pulls the zombie away from Lily. He still fears that the zombie could become dangerous and bite her at any moment. Meanwhile, news about the rejuvenating bites continues spreading everywhere. As a result, more people begin arriving from nearby areas, causing the family's income to increase rapidly. Using the money they earn, the family rebuilds both their gas station and their home. For a while, everything seems to be going perfectly. As time passes, the zombie slowly becomes accepted as part of the family. Lily begins taking care of the zombie with great affection. She gives him new clothes, changes his appearance, and even starts taking him out with her to different places, including restaurants. Despite all these changes, the zombie's innocent and simple personality never changes. One night, Lily secretly overhears Min having a conversation. She discovers that he is negotiating a deal to sell the zombie to a laboratory. The scientists plan to perform experiments on him, and in return, Min will receive a huge amount of money. Hearing this, Lily becomes terrified and deeply worried about the zombie's safety. Without informing anyone, she secretly takes the zombie far away from home and leaves him there. She believes that staying with the family is no longer safe for him. Later, when Min realizes that the zombie has disappeared, he immediately starts searching everywhere. Eventually, he reaches a forest and finds the zombie standing exactly where Lily left him, still waiting peacefully. Min takes him away and heads toward the bus station so he can travel to the city. However, as soon as they arrive, they witness a horrifying scene. People at the station are suddenly attacking each other violently. One after another, infected people begin transforming into dangerous zombies. The story then shows the infection spreading rapidly throughout the city. More and more people become zombies and begin attacking anyone nearby. Panic spreads everywhere as the city falls into complete chaos. Meanwhile, one of the zombies reaches Kim's garage while Lily is alone there. The moment she sees the creature approaching, she screams in in fear and runs away. Before she can warn her brother and sister-in-law properly, more zombies begin surrounding the house. Realizing the danger, the three quickly rush inside the house. They lock all the doors and windows and prepare themselves to survive the attack. At the same time, near the main station, Min hides underneath a truck to escape from the zombies. He attempts to call the police for help, only to discover that many police officers have already turned into zombies themselves. Suddenly, Min's phone begins ringing loudly. Hearing the sound, nearby zombies immediately rush toward his hiding spot. Min barely manages to escape and quickly jumps into a truck. He drives away at high speed to save himself. During his escape, a police officer hiding quietly near a tent suddenly appears. Before the officer can react, a zombie attacks him immediately. Meanwhile, the situation at the house becomes even worse. Yong's pregnant wife suddenly starts suffering from severe pain, causing everyone to panic. At that exact moment, zombies begin breaking into the house. Jong quickly helps his sister and wife escape through a window. However, his wife suddenly remembers that her bag full of money is still inside the room. Ignoring the danger, she rushes back to retrieve it and barely escapes before the zombies can reach her. After escaping, Jong, his wife, and Lily climb onto the roof of the garage. He then hides both women safely inside a minivan. Just then, Min arrives and tries to fight the zombies using firecrackers stored in his truck. Unfortunately, the firecrackers have no effect on the zombies at all. Instead, the loud explosions attract even more zombies toward Kim's house. Within a short time, almost the entire town becomes crowded with zombies as they are all drawn toward the gas station by the noise. Realizing the danger, Min and Jong quickly hide inside the minivan. However, the situation inside becomes even more serious because Yong's wife is suffering intense labor pain and is about to give birth. Seeing no other option, Yong and Min decide to disguise themselves by acting like zombies so they can move through the crowd unnoticed. Slowly copying the zombies' movements, they carefully make their way toward the truck. But after reaching the truck, they discover that the keys are missing. When they switch on the lights to search for them, the zombies instantly notice them and rush forward. Within seconds, the truck becomes completely surrounded. At that moment, it seems certain that both brothers will be killed. Lily suddenly runs out to help them. Just as the zombies are about to attack her, the harmless zombie Park appears and saves her. For a brief moment, Lily and Park silently look at each other. Then, unexpectedly, one of the zombies causes a short circuit that activates the gas station's music system. The loud music immediately distracts all the zombies nearby. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Yong decides to return to the house to retrieve the truck keys for his pregnant wife. However, the moment the music stops, the zombies notice him again. Yong quickly runs inside the house and barely manages to escape from the creatures chasing him. After desperately searching through the room, he finally finds the truck keys. But as soon as he turns around, he realizes the zombies have surrounded him. Meanwhile, inside the minivan, Yong's wife experiences unbearable pain and eventually gives birth during the chaos. Hearing the noise, the zombies begin rushing toward the garage area. Within moments, the entire place becomes filled with zombies. Lily quickly runs forward to protect Yong's wife and the newborn baby. Just when everything seems hopeless, Park suddenly arrives once again. Without hesitation, he pushes Lily safely inside the van and protects her from danger. Watching everything happen deeply affects him, and he realizes how deadly the situation has become. At the same time, Yong remains trapped inside the house, surrounded by zombies. Somehow, he manages to throw the truck keys out of the window to Min. He shouts at Min to take everyone and escape immediately. Before he can say anything more, the zombies grab hold of him. Seeing this heartbreaking moment, Min becomes emotional and devastated. However, he knows there is no time to stop. Filled with anger and desperation, Min starts the truck and drives directly through the crowd of zombies blocking the way. During the chaos, a nearby fuel pump becomes damaged and gasoline spills everywhere. A short time later, Yong suddenly reappears. Against all odds, he manages to escape from the zombies and climbs into the van. However, it quickly becomes clear that he has already been bitten by one of the zombies. Despite the danger, Min does not stop driving. He speeds the truck away from the petrol station while pulling the minivan carrying Lily, Jong's wife, and the newborn baby. As the vehicles move farther away, Lily looks out of the window and cries while watching Park being left behind. At that moment, Park suddenly looks toward her and says her name for the very first time, but immediately after speaking, the other zombies begin attacking him. Instead of running away, Park calmly takes out a lighter. Since gasoline has already spread across the entire area, he ignites it without hesitation. Within seconds, the entire petrol station erupts into a massive explosion. Watching the blast from a distance leaves Kim's family shocked and heartbroken. The next scene takes place the following morning. By then, Young's condition has become much worse as the infection slowly spreads through his body. Before he can fully transform into a zombie and harm his family, Min quickly restrains him and pulls him away from the others. Later, the family gathers together and struggles to understand everything that has happened. Suddenly, Kim unexpectedly returns from Hawaii. Everyone is stunned to see that he is alive and completely normal. Even though he was the very first person to be bitten, he never fully turned into a zombie. At the same time, television news reports reveal that the virus virus has spread across many areas and caused widespread destruction. However, scientists also discover that some people are naturally immune to the infection. Their blood contains a special resistance that works similarly to a vaccine. This immunity can even help infected zombies return to being human again. After hearing this information, Kim's family finally understands the truth. Kim himself has developed immunity to the virus. As a result, the family decides to work together to help cure the infected people. One by one, zombies slowly begin turning back into normal humans. Eventually, it is revealed that the innocent zombie Park has also become human again. Despite the massive explosion at the petrol station, he somehow survived and recovered completely. At the same time, Yang, who had previously been bitten, also returns to normal. This proves that the treatment is truly working. In the beginning, the family used the zombie situation to make money by helping people look younger, but now they choose to correct their mistakes and use their efforts to save lives instead. Gradually, more and more people are cured, and life slowly returns to normal. With peace finally restored, the story comes to an end.